Hello YouTube and welcome back to another plot review video, and this time we're reviewing a Hobbit plot, a bit my speciality, and we're looking at Rolfaal's plot, and it's not being rated yet. I'm going to leave it sort of unrated, that way you'll be able to get feedback sooner, because I don't know when I'm going to be uploading this video. It's going to be quite a bit later from recording, probably about 3 or 4 days after recording this video I'll be uploading it. So I'm going to leave it on the list for somebody else to review it so you can get some feedback sooner. But then, you know, if things change, then I can always come back and fix it up. So, this is the entrance. We've got some little hobbits greeting us. Look out for secrets. Hobbit with a beard. Interesting. And welcome to Windhome. So, it's a hobbit village with a Nordic-y Old English type of name. Interesting. And the first thing that really stands out is this windmill, and it's quite a nice windmill. Inside, if the door opens, okay, that's a bit buggy. The door is open. There we go. That was weird. So we have, you know, the basic grindstone, and it comes through. And I'm just going to grab a torch actually. There we go, get a bit of light. Does a glowstone give off more light? If it does, I'll hold that. It does slightly. Slightly more. Okay, so we'll do F1 mode and we can just look around. So I've got hay here that's being pounded away by the grind mill, the millstone turning into this. Maybe put stairs here, but then again, it wouldn't really fit with that. So, you know, I suppose that's all fine. We have a little ladder, and this leads up to all the mechanisms, so it all works. It all looks pretty good. I'm thinking about doing a windmill actually, a tutorial on one, because I've got a really nice design that I use. Well, I say I use a lot. I used to use it when I was doing windmills, but I've not actually built one for a while, so we'll see how that goes. But it looks quite nice. I'm not too sure if I like this stained clay. Maybe I've turned that out for cobble, but you know, it works. It looks great, and I like it. And then that leads on to this farm, and this farm is done brilliantly. I talk about, you know, variation and stuff, and you can tell that this is late, like September-y kind of time. The sun makes it really look nice. You can see here they've got the piles of the wheat when it's all gone away, but you've still got bits here and there scattered around. You've got the nice mix of, this is actually the pine needle podzol meta, I think. You know, it looks great here as well. You've got that pile up there, but you can see it's all still about. Nice little scarecrow, quite simple. You've got the little hobbit bush of mine as well. That's all over the place. And you've got these nice small little trees as well. So that's it for this side. And cutting right through the middle of the plot, you've got this great little river. And if I actually go underwater, you can sort of see the detailing. A little bit messy. Not too sure if I like podzol under here. I've changed that recently in my Hobbit plot video, or Hobbit Let's Build series even. Not a fan of that anymore since the podzol texture changed quite a while ago from the yellow one to the yellow and orangey one. But yeah, it's all looking quite nice. You've got a little fishing net, and that's cool actually, seeing the rail rope on top. It's quite a nice idea. Let's see, I think I would have tried to do something here. You know, maybe a couple of flowers or just a bit more grass. Just seems a bit bare. Add a bit of something. And maybe a tree here as well. I don't know, I feel like you can see off the plot too much with this plot. You know, you've got all here, you can see off the plot, you've got the big Incan pyramid over there. You can see all of that off the plot, you can see all of this off the plot. So I think blocking that a little bit more somehow, you know, even a tree here, just it stops you from being able to see sort of that over there if a tree was here. So, you know, you'd just be looking in this direction, you wouldn't be seeing up there, it wouldn't be catching your eye. You're losing a bit of atmosphere with stuff like that happening. We've looked at the river, at the bridge. Really simple, really nice. I love that it's at an angle. Makes it look really interesting. And it's not even at a straight 45-degree angle. It's, I don't even know what degree that is. But you know, it's just 2 blocks. Nothing major, it's quite nice and simple. When I did review this plot, or not review it, but I had a quick glance around and I saw this metadata before I updated, so I was just like, what? I don't get it. Why are there fireflies everywhere? But it's the lantern, so that's cool. The bridge material as well, fine. And you come here and you've got your first little hobbit hole. And I love this street. This street, even though it's quite bare, there's not really a lot happening. This cart does not work because of the angle. It does not work. If you moved it over to here where it's a bit straighter, it might look fine. Do not use out of order. The wheel's falling off. That's cool. I like that. You know, these little planters are all fine. They're all nice. I love the little wicker fence here. You've got a little market, and these as well. These piles, I'm definitely going to be adding these in my Hobbit village as well because I really like these. Just small little detail, and I think it looks great. But, you know, maybe put the carts where the path isn't as narrow and it's not as at an angle. You know, even here, just right in front of this, you know, it makes you walk around the cart to actually get to the door. Like, something like that would be quite nice. Small little apple tree, not too bad, nothing special. I also like to put the plant pot apples up on the tree, which he's got there, so that's cool. Inside then, let's have a look in. Got a nice little interior. Seems very homely to me. It's very much my style of Hobbit house, this. Opens up, very big room. That's really cool, actually, bookshelves. It's quite nice. Chairs. It does feel a bit too spacious. I mean, I do like my Hobbit holes to have space, but it feels a bit too big, a bit too open, I think. You know, maybe put a table here, just something to mix it up a bit. We've got a bathroom without watering. That's fine. Don't always have to have watering. I like that he's got the carpet actually there. It's a nice little touch. Chandelier. And is that actually giving off light, that chandelier? Let's see. It's got to be somehow, hasn't it? Oh, yeah, there'll be glowstone underneath the carpet, of course. So there you go. That's how he's got the hidden light in there. Nice little mirror going on here. So actually, if I can just break that, you can see he's just copied that over. And he's even got the door open in case somebody has that door open there. And copied this. So that's really, really nice. Let's just have a look if that's how that looks on that side. Yep, it is. That's a really, really nice touch. The fact that he's left the door open. So yeah. Carrying on then. We've got a big dining room here. And this feels very bag-endy to me, this Hobbit hole, because of the way it's opening up and working. You've got this massive table. Lots of food, because we know Hobbits like their food. So that's all well and good. Huh. Completely forgot. I keep saying this. I keep forgetting about all these metadators, but I forgot they had the new workbench metadators. I was like, how did he get that? But yeah, okay, so that's cool. Like that. Ceiling design's fine. A little bit too dark here. I would have added maybe some shelving and some like cabinets along these sides instead of just having paintings. You know, just make it a bit more interesting, not the same. And you know, we need a bit more lighting, I think, on that side. Just that one chandelier is not enough to light this room. Carrying on though, I'm guessing you've got hidden lighting behind these paintings. Carrying on, you've got the kitchen. It's all fine. You know, lots of pies and cakes and stuff. Yep, all looks good. Maybe put a few hanging stuff across. And we have a little cellar down here, which is not lit up at all, which is good. Random block mist. Ooh, I'll put it back in for him. There we go. Sorry that it went so black then, but that's actually how dark it is down here. But yeah, so it looks all fine. You've got some flies, which wouldn't really be good. You've got some cobwebs, so it's not really looked after, this little pantry. And you've got some weapons and farming tools down there as well. Cool. Oh, and rope. Not really seen rope before for that, so that's a nice use. That's all to see in this Hobbit house, though. Oh, no. There is another room. And this is the main bedroom with a nice big window, a nice big couch for looking at your maps and going on adventures with Sting over here. Is there anything in this chest? No, I thought there might have been a book or something. But yeah, it's good, and I like that he's got the extra metadata. And is that snow? I think that's snow. He's put some snow on top there to make that look like a bigger bed, and that works really good. I might actually keep that, because that works a lot nicer than sort of the normal bed design that people do, where you have the bed and then maybe you add the extra bit on at the side. That's really, really nice, and he's got the snow layer on top as well to give it that ridge. I like that. That's a nice design. I've lost my glowstone block. So even I'm learning things from reviewing this plot. Really nice. You do though need more like shelving and cabinets and just random stuff about, because hobbits love collecting stuff. Um, Hobbits on birthdays, they don't get presents, they give presents. And so, you know, imagine if it's someone's birthday like once every week, you're going to get 52 presents a year. So your house is just going to become cluttered with stuff. Unreal. Um, my main flaw, apart from like seeing off the plots, with this is this area here. Now it's really hard to do, and I'm struggling with it a bit in my plot as well. But you need to add a lot more variation with the grass. You need to add ferns. You need to add tall grass. You need to add tall ferns. 31:0. Hardly anybody knows about this block, I don't think. So 31:1 is tall grass. 31:2 is fern. 31:0, this little dark shrub, and you might not think it makes that much of a difference, but it does. It really adds like an extra tone, a little extra texture to the little patch of grass that you've got going on. Maybe mix up the flowers so it's not all red and yellow. Maybe put a bit of white in there, you know, something different. Definitely fill up these gaps as well that you've got. Maybe you could even mix in 3:1, the path dirt in there. That might look interesting. Who knows? You're gonna have to try these things out and see which works for you. But you know, it's all quite nice. I like the way you've separated it again, like I've done on my my Let's Build Hobbit Village world. So it's all looking pretty cool. Just, you know, a bit more detail and effort going into this section here. I know we've got rid of bone meal, and you've had to place it all by hand, and that sucks. But you know, these things you've got to do to get the top marks. And this is another little one. So Grimley Farmson. Again, another little apple tree. I've not seen any sort of potatoes or stuff like that. I mean, you got a little strawberry, but you know, the hobbits love everything that grows, so they would have their own little separate farms as well as all those farms over there, because they can't be going down to the market every day and buying stuff. But you know, let's just have a quick look in this one as well. We've got, again, very similar style to mine. We've got a nice little guest bedroom, and this is really cool. This is like what I was on about before with the shelving. Stuff like that is what you need. You've got a little closet. It's all cool. This room, another little storage room. That's fine. You know, even if you put something there just to use that little space that's being filled off, a little shelving unit. Ooh, scary cave noises. A little parlour smoking room here, just to anybody that wants to come in, go take a seat over there, then the master of the house comes over. Oh, I've just heard a door or trap door go off. Quite scary. This is a kitchen, obviously. Looks fine. I would have added a pantry coming off the kitchen so you can get in that way. And another big dining table. God, these hobbits love having guests over, which they do. But, you know, maybe just a small table every now and then. But, no, it's fine. I love the detail. That's fine. Again, maybe put a few shelvings around. These walls look a bit bare. You know, just add a few things. You've got these paintings just everywhere, and you know, it's not always ideal. Again, here, I'm going to break a block. I'm sorry. No, I'm going to mess with it instead. I'm going to break a block. Nope. F1 mode. Break. Okay, so if you did this, for example, and then you put a door here, you have a 1 block small little closet, so it makes it really nice and really simple to get extra storage stuff in there. So there's another little idea as well. Think about the space that you've got. Alright, so I think that's all there is to talk about. These trees are fine. Maybe mix up the leaves a bit so that they're not all the same. I'll mix up the type of trees so they're not all the same, because they do look... I know we've built these all by hand, and I said this when I came and flew around. This tree and this tree in particular look quite similar because of these little edges here. I suppose if you mixed out the materials and changed the leaves and maybe the logs, it'd look a little bit different, a little bit more interesting. Also, if you can, I think this is the only tree that does it, and that actually probably goes into the mirrored bathroom. But you know, put roots going through as well, that's always a cool little extra thing to do. So I'm actually just going to show you my Gossip World to explain a few points. I'm just gonna fly past here. Luckily, I haven't actually recorded any extra videos past what I've uploaded so far. But, you know, so for here, this is a bad example because this all really needs reworking as well. But you've got like the different tones in there. You've got the different ferns in there. You've got every now and then bits of tall grass. So that's kind of the idea that you want to go for. And if I do warp P minus and we look around the P minus spawn, oh dear, speed bomb. I've got it again here. But you can see up here where it works a lot more. It looks a lot more overgrown. Maybe don't go this overboard with it because you don't want it to be that overgrown. But you can see we're adding different tones in, and these small flower bushes and those ones, you know, it just adds different shades of green, makes it a lot more interesting. And you can see here as well where the varying leaf types on the trees all mix in. That tree messed up a bit with biomes, but oh well. And oh, there was another thing that I was coming here for. Oh, this. This was actually made by Luxy, and this is really cool. If you've got an even numbered one, I'm going to be trying to fit this in somewhere to my Let's Build series using trapdoors. The biomes have changed over, I think, but you know, it works really nicely, and yeah, it's brilliant. I like that. But yeah, this plot review was for Rolfaal doing his first Hobbit village, I think. Maybe add some of these types of bushes around, make it really thick or make it as thin as you like. It doesn't have to be this bad. This was just to block off people walking round up here. And maybe add some bits of broken cobble wall. If I do /back, I'm going to go here, aren't I? RM, go to Rolfaal. Maybe put bits of broken cobble wall along here instead of fence. So it looks like, you know, maybe there was a strong wall along here, you know, some time ago. You know, just little small details and little things to think about. Try and block off as much as you can going to the edge of the plots. This is going to be really hard to do and pretty much impossible, to be honest. And, you know, redoing all of that section as well. I think after everything I've seen, I'd have a rating for this plot. It is quite difficult, you know, just off the top of my head, 'cause normally I'll type in the commands a few times and work around and see what fits, but you know, I'd say maybe 7 out of 10. We are on the P world, aren't we? Not P plus. Yeah, so maybe 7, maybe 8 out of 10. Very, very close to Grand Builder. Just fix up a few things that I said in this video, and I think you'd probably be there for Grand Builder quite easily. Obviously, if somebody else reviews it, they might have a different view. They might not be as harsh as me. So you might get Grand Builder anyway, so good luck. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one.